what we did early was, even before this page, my own personal page,
Hmm.
used to be able to like a lot of pictures, and
Yep.
then if you like pictures, then if you like 1,000 pictures, a
You
hundred
get
people
some
might follow
followers
you
you
because it's
back.
like, who's this
Yep.
person liking? Like
Yep.
that was an old
Till
hack.
Instagram stopped us being able to
Yeah,
do
I
that.
think now it's like you get reported as spam if you like too
Uh-huh.
many pictures at one
Exactly.
time. But that was something. But then those groups came along,
Hmm.
and it'd be like, yeah, you have 100,000 followers, they have 50,000, they have 500,000 followers, then y'all all decide on one day we all gonna post this one thing today,
Hmm.
and then
Hmm.
you might get 3 million accounts that's reached,
Yes.
and then tomorrow you all post the next thing,
Exactly.
and then it's like 3 million accounts that's reached. They actually
Uh-huh.
even had so before verification came, I don't know how long you've been doing the Instagram thing.
Along from the beginning.
There were
Hmm.
like pages, like they had like
Hmm.
the Will Farrell page.
Uh-huh.
He had like a lot of fake pages,
Yep.
but a page like one of the fake pages had like 700,000 followers, and they used to like promote other people's products. Like you pay them $1,000 and they'll promote
I
your
remember.
product, whatever,
Yep.
and then you get like 1,000 followers just like in an hour.
Hmm.
And then, like I said, that's before verification came. So nobody really knew
New.
what page was what page. It was just kind of all over the place.
I love those days.
So the growth, it was definitely a lot more room for growth. But then
Yes.
what you had mentioned with the ads, that really got popular during the pandemic as well. Where
Yes, exactly. And a lot of people went out and did ads, and a lot of marketing agencies have taken Black businesses and just pimped them, because we didn't know any better type thing.
Mhm.
But basically, in a nutshell, it's just, it's a doggy dog world out there in that marketing world. That online marketing world is really, it's like the devil.
But by the way, that strategy can still work to this day. Like, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
if you are an entrepreneur, influencer, and you communicate with 5 other people, it's just strength in numbers,
Oh,
right? It's like, all
yes.
right,
The
look,
celebrities do it all the time,
yeah,
right? But now it's like sometimes we don't believe the celebrity anymore
Mhm.
because we feel like, oh, they're getting paid or whatever.
it's oversaturated. You got to
Oversaturated.
make it look organic.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And so with us, I would post, and I'm going to tell you guys this. I did all of that with one caption. I never changed my caption. It was the same thing. Do you want to grow you or your daughter's hair? Like literally over and over and
Yeah.
over. And then we had a viral video. So I grew up we had a viral video that actually went viral. That was our first ad. Our first ad ended up at like 40 million views or something like that. And the women went crazy over this ad. We got to, at this point, I would say overall, we've reached like over 1 billion, online with our reach and our whatever all those stats. And it's been awesome to see how much we've grown. But when you start that way, the way that I started, and not just like you say, imagine coming together and doing that once a day. Imagine coming and doing that 25 times a day like a nut.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing. And that's why the success came like that,
Another
Were you
way to go
prepared
is
for that though?
No.
Right, because that's the thing, right? Like the product is great, you
Mhm.
got the trust system,
Mm-hmm.
but these orders start coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and you might not be ready for
Uh-huh.
that. You might not have the inventory, manufacturing. You didn't have
Exactly.
labels.
Well, the great thing is, yes, because I have to tell my label story, but the great thing is that my manufacturer was phenomenal. We was able to work it out. And I was prepared because I come from the music and entertainment industry. So because the music and entertainment industry is like literally the best hard knock life you could ever go through, especially being a celebrity fashion stylist. Like I wasn't a hairstylist or a makeup. Like we had to come with truckloads of clothes and, I had to drop on the dime. I've created miracles. I mean, I have done some things. So this was like kind of like a piece of cake a little bit to a certain extent compared to the things that I have pulled off, but I had a merchant, my processor. You have your credit card processor, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were doing I'd say my biggest day was $164,000 a day I made. But that day was stimulus day. That was stimulus check day. But basically we would do 80, 100, that was my normal a day. And I had a processor, my merchant processor, he called me, he said, they called me on a Saturday, him and another guy, and I knew my stomach dropped when he called me on my cell phone on a Saturday. I was like, oh God, what's going on? What's wrong? And he's like, I want to talk to you about your sales. We're thinking that we want to cap your credit card transactions daily at 30,000 because you're not going to be able to pull this off. And I'm like, what? I said, are you crazy? I said, I don't think you've ever met me before. I come from the music entertainment industry. That no is not an answer. That is not even an option. I'm going to get it done. Watch. He said, well, I've seen this all the time. You know, I see people blow up all the time. This is the problem with, you know, brands like this. You guys can't keep up. I said, oh, I'm gonna keep up. Next thing you know, I made $45 million without any problem. And he looked at me and could not believe, because he's still my merchant processor to this day, could not believe that he didn't believe that I was going to pull it off. And, you know, I was something like what they call a unicorn is what I hear. That's what they've been calling me, a unicorn. And I've always kind of like resonated with being a unicorn because I'm a Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Capricorns are very ambitious and like we have drive that's like no other.
When's your birthday?
Christmas Day.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of celebrities are Capricorns. Mary J. Blige is Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yes, yeah. A lot of Misa, she's a Capricorn. But a lot of very, you know, influential people are Capricorns. We work very hard. So the hard work was not hard for me. It was very stressful. I did have a crook, you know, on my neck for about a month because I was, you know, up to my roster and like just everything was in front of me and like everything that I wanted. And then how am I going to pull it off? But we pulled it off. And so I'm just thankful for the team that I have. I was able to build out. I mean, I have hundreds of people, you know, that work with me, but it was just a great, great thing.
So, okay. Viral. You said you had a viral.
Yes. So I had a viral video.
What was the video?
The video was a video that basically, okay, so the concept of growing your hair is, you know, you grow your hair. So everyone that showed hair growth videos just showed people with long hair. They never really showed the process or the before and after. And so we showed a video that was a before and quickly into an after, but it wasn't just a regular before and after. It was braids. So 9 times out of 10, if you see hair growth, you never see it on braids. You know, and so we had a ad that showed a woman that grew her daughter's hair in 2 seconds. You could see the results. So that video went viral because it was like you could see the before and the after within the first 3 seconds of you scrolling. You have to be able to stop that person and grab their attention so that they can pay attention to what you want them to see. Because Facebook is basically like an impulse buy. You know, it's not like Amazon. You know, Amazon is, and we about to burn Amazon up. I'm so excited. We have a huge thing going on with Amazon right now. We've been doing very well, but we have a huge launch of our own shop right now that's happening like next week. But Amazon is a different beast. You know, people are on there. They have intent. They're a higher intent customer. They're there to shop. Facebook, they're there to hang out. They're there to talk to their friends. You have to get their attention. So we had to come with a viral. And in that video I made,